Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and our honored guests, I'm going to begin with a question. How many of you have ever made a mistake? Wow. How many of you have ever had a success?
Oh, okay.
Well, there's a little bit of difference there. When I asked about mistakes, everyone already put their hand up, and I heard some nervous laughter. But when I asked about success, I saw hands, but it was a little bit slower, a little bit more hesitation getting that hand up. So why is this? Well, psychologists call this social bias or conditioning that we receive when we're children. The messaging that we get when we're small: don't brag about yourself, don't boast, be humble, be modest. Well, is this really serving us? Does it serve you when you go for a job interview? Or does it serve you when you're working with new clients and selling your product? No, it does not. But the good news is you can learn how to communicate your strengths, your value with clarity and confidence, and toot your horn. Share your greatness with the world. Today, I'm going to share a two-step process. First step is how to identify your strengths, because you need to know what you want to toot about. And second is how to communicate those strengths to others. So number one, or step one, actually, Lynn has offered to be my gracious volunteer. Thank you very much. Let me first describe what Lynn is going to do. She's going to be sharing a good experience story. This comes from the work of Dr. Bernard Haldane, who is one of the greats in strengths philosophy. It has 3 criteria: something you do well, something you enjoy doing, and something that you're proud of. Now, the rest of you are going to be involved in this because you have to listen carefully and jot down on your handout. Everybody should have a handout here. Jot down what you think Lynn had demonstrated her strengths in this story. So, Lynn, are you ready?
I am ready.
Is everyone else ready?
Yes. So I try to condense this down to 2 minutes. So here we go. Last year in 2021, I had a great opportunity to bike up to the Washington Path. Every year, Highway 20 closes down. This short window where it closes down to cars and allows you cyclists to bike up the pass and come down. I cannot do this normally, but I bought an e-bike to do this. And so I was determined to do this. It was from the car up the pass and down with 83 miles, elevation gain of 7,500. That's about going at the height of the Space Needle 12 and a half times. Wow. And to do this, I had to figure out like how much my battery would last. So it would last about 25 to 45 miles per battery. So I know I needed at least 2. And with the elevation gain, I know I could not use the assist very much. So I went with assist 1, paddled my ass up the thing, and the bike was 90 pounds with the extra battery, with extra water and everything. And then up the hill, not quite to the top, I had to change battery. Then when I got to the top, zoom back down, and I shut off the battery as I'm coasting down. But as you coast down, it's still hilly. Every time you go up, I actually, being using assist 1, I upped it to 3 and 4 because my leg was like burning out. But I pretty much used all my leg power to go up with assist 1. And as it's going down, I thought I made it. And the last hill at 80 miles, it died. Right at the top. So I had to use my human leg battery, carried it 90 pounds up the hill. Once I got up the hill, I flagged my husband, the white flag, I'm out. But I was determined. I was super determined. I had to do this ride. I wanted to do this ride, and I found ways to do this ride. And this when you challenge yourself is when it's the best memory you could take with you, and it's the memory you keep forever.
let's hear from the rest of you. So what are some of the strengths that Lynn had demonstrated in that story? Let's just hear from a few people.
Preparedness.
Preparedness.
Goal setter and persistent.
Yes.
Okay, goal setter, persistence.
Resourceful. Yes.
Resourceful.
Willing to suffer.
So Lynn, how does it feel hearing that feedback?
That's really great.
Was there any surprises?
The suffering, yes. Yes, a lot of surprises.
All right, so now that we know some of Lynn's strengths, what we're going to do now is step 2 of the process, which is how to communicate those strengths to others. Because we might know our strengths, but we don't know how to talk about them, or we're shy about communicating those strengths. So I want to introduce to you what's called the STAR method. So S is the situation. T is the task, what it is that you're set out to do. A is the action. So what did you do to achieve that goal or that task? And then finally, R, the results of what the outcome was. So I'm going to have Lynn share her STAR story now with the rest of us.
I was presented with a situation, and the Washington Pass has a small time frame where they close Highway 20 to allow people, or to close it to cars to allow the cyclists to go up the mountain. I was determined, it's in my personality, to want to do this ride, so I got an e-bike. And to do this, I had to think and do the math. Will my bike go up this hill? So I realized I needed 2 batteries, which is about takes 25 to 45 miles per battery, and use the lowest assist. When I got up this mountain, I had to use all my leg power, and by the time I got up, the battery died, and it went on the second battery, and on my way down, I just coasted down this hill, and I was using assist number 3 and 4, and I did not make it to my car at 83 miles. I stopped right at 80 miles, and I used all my power and strength and my determination to get up this hill, the last hill, and I quit. And even though I didn't make it to the car at 83 miles, I was really proud of myself for taking on the challenge.
Yay! So using the STAR format, did it sound like Lynn was bragging or boasting? No, she was just basically telling us the story, sharing the facts about her experience. Did she seem more confident? Well, she was pretty confident to start off. Did you have more clarity, a better understanding of her strengths? All right. So this is called the STAR method. This is the best kept secret to communicating strengths. Situation, task, action, results. You can use the STAR and it doesn't sound like you're bragging or boasting. What a great thing. So if you want to go deeper into strengths and learning this process, I'm going to be doing a workshop this month, January 21st. It's a Saturday, I know, but online. You don't even have to drive. You can do it from your home. And you can learn how to communicate strengths with clarity, with confidence, and toot your own horn. Fellow Toastmasters, unlock those chains that bind you. Toot your own horn and share your greatness with the world. Madam Toastmaster.